Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Pitchy Podcast. We're your hosts, James
and Stephanie.
Here on the Pitchy Podcast, we are passionate about good music and a great vocal. We will always use the vehicle of NBC's The Voice to give you our take and our feedback on each contestant. Here on the Pitchy Podcast, we'll keep it 100 with our feedback and the critique of each contestant's vocal and overall performance. But what we're never here to do is come for anyone's character or any contestant as a human being. Now, we may come off a little pitchy at times, if you know what I mean, but we'll always do our best to speak our truths in love, kindness, and respect. And with that, we are in night 4 of the Blind Auditions of season 25. So we are, what are we, waist deep in it?
Yeah, we're waist deep. Yeah, I would say waist. We probably got like
about
2 weeks.
Through, probably.
Yes, yeah.
Halfway through the blinds.
That's right.
Woo! Last night's episode was an hour long, but they seemed to me, Stephanie, I don't know about you, it seemed like they got a lot of singers in.
Yeah, they packed more than I thought they were going to pack in, absolutely.
So, but you know, the Pitchy Podcast is always here for it.
Yes.
The more singing, the better.
Yes.
I mean, we love the backstories and, you know, sometimes a little corny intros and outros, you know, we could live without.
Right,
but,
right.
We love the singing. We love the singing. So let's jump right in, Stephanie, because we got a lot of folks to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Who was our first contestant of the night?
So first up was Anya True. She's 17 years old from Encinitas, California. And she sang Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez. I
was like, girl, you better represent the OC.
Come on.
You better represent the OC West Coast.
That beach. Yes.
But Anya, I said, girl, you had me from the first guitar riff. I love seeing, and to hear that you're 17, the fact that you are a skilled guitarist, I was already impressed with. I said, okay, so she's just not just strumming block chords. No. She's really playing here. Mm-hmm. I said, something about, I was like, what is this about Anya? Like, I really listened very intently to say, what is this about her voice that I really like? And this is very specific, Anya. So if you're watching, the way you come off of your phrases, you do these cool things out of each of your phrases that I was like, what is that? I said, what is she doing? I said, it's very special. And it makes you a very unique singer. And to have that at such a young age is quite impressive. And then I put, wow, Stephanie, I said, to see the dedication, because, you know, Stephanie and I are, you know, old enough to have teenagers at this point. And, well, I have a teenager. and Stephanie's old enough to have teenagers, even though she doesn't. But raising kids, period, is hard. Okay.
Yeah.
It's difficult, and raising a teenager, I can tell you, is even more difficult because when you talk about things like focus, the fact that Anya is as focused as she is on her craft to the point where she is sacrificing a regular high school experience is it's impressive. It's a little scary, but I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I said, you can tell that Anya, because she is so focused on her craft, I said, she is very polished, and I think she knows her voice already pretty intimately. And that's another amazing feat to have at such a young age. I said, and her look, I said, Stephanie, she's kind of exactly what the industry is looking for. If you think of the industry, and I know I keep using air quotes a lot, but it's very subjective. But it's good, but I also don't ever want a singer like Anya to be caught up and to be manipulated into something that she is not, as far as an artist, because you are very impressionable at such a young age. So I think Anya is going to go very far because she kind of has a lot going for her, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, she definitely has the singer-songwriter vibe, if you will. The fact that she was playing not acoustic guitar, but electric was very impressive to me. Like that was really, really cool, especially from someone her age
Yeah.
and a young woman. Like that's different. I don't know that I've seen that on The Voice, at least recently. Very cool. She kind of reminded me because she's in that singer-songwriter lane of Lila from last season. But when I heard her singing, the one of the first things that popped into mind was Sixpence None the Richer, the lead singer of that band. And for those of you that don't know the band name, you might know the song "Kiss Me, Kiss Me." So she had that kind of floaty and exactly what you were saying, like that texture at the end of her lines is kind of floaty and fluttery.
Real cute.
Very, very, very beautiful. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of her because I feel like not only does she have a great vocal, but she has the creativity and an artistry that I really hope we get to see more of this season.
Right. And that's why I said, Anya, I said, always stay true to you because you have a very unique creativity that is all you and that's special.
Yeah.
And so stick with that. So don't you ever let that industry tell you what you're going to be and what you're going to do because you have a certain look or because your voice may sound something that somebody else might think would better suit you.
Right.
I love what you're doing right now. Good stuff. Good stuff. So who did she pick?
She went with Dan and Shay.
Great choice.
I think so too.
Great choice. Great choice. So yeah, they're going to. I'm interested to see. I have a feeling because of what we're getting to learn about Dan and Shay is that they're not going to change her or try to change her.
No.
So I think it's a wonderful, wonderful pickup for them. She is going to go extremely far with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so next we have our youngest contestant so far of this season. And who was that?
That was William Alexander from Staten Island, New York, 16 years of age. He sang Ceilings by Lizzie McAlpine.
Ceilings lowercase c.
Everything is lowercase these days. Like everybody, like that's the thing to do your title with all lowercases.
Lowercase c.
Okay.
So I don't know if you caught this. Well, of course you did because I know your ears pretty well, Stephanie. The Indian influence in his sound was just fire. It was a vibrato quiver type thing in his voice that he was doing. I said, Stephanie, you know I love a good genre mix. A good vocal genre mix. And that's what I really loved about his singing. It's what makes him unique. It's what's going to make him stand out. He has got a wonderful voice to be so young.
Yeah, absolutely.
Male singers coming out with these incredible voices, and they're so young. But you know, he lets you know on his backstory that he's done a few things. He has a little resume.
Yes, he does.
And that's to say the least. A little impressive resume.
Yes.
So I said, I described his sound as gentle. That's what I loved about it. I want to hear a little bit more range in his voice. I have a feeling that he has range.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was a beautiful song, too. I had never heard that song
I hadn't either. Yeah.
And I thought it was really nice. So I want to hear a little bit more range. And then I can further, like, if he has the voice I think he does, and if he keeps that individuality in his voice, that's our theme today. Individuality in his voice, I think he's very formidable. Stephanie?
The first thing that I wrote was pure voice. So I think that kind of falls in line with what you're saying about it being gentle. The back half of that performance, it just leveled up.
It did.
This is like the third or fourth time within these lines where the second half of these auditions, these artists are like, let me just sing the dang song. And he just went to another level. And I literally wrote like, dang, bro. Like there was runs coming out. There was a bit of a holler. I said, I think he's just like an artist that we talked about in the previous episode. I think Williams got a holler within him as well.
Yeah.
I heard R&B in his throat.
Oh, 100%.
I heard R&B.
But R&B with again, that's why I said that genre.
Yeah.
R&B with that Indian influence in his sound. I just, dude, you're gonna do some crazy things.
Right. I was trying to think of whose voice he reminded me of. The only person I could land on, and this is kind of a strange and random pick, the only person I could land on was Omarion, because he's kind of got
like, no, that's not strange or random at all. I mean, it's random because we haven't heard from Omarion.
Exactly.
But yeah. Oh, I totally see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah. So I would be interested now with the team that he's gone to. I don't know if we will hear the R&B that I want to hear come from Williams Broke, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah. So who did he wind up going with? I can't remember off the top of my head.
He went with Reba.
He did. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly.
That's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah.
Because one thing that Reba really focuses on is the telling of the story, and I think that's where she's going to really, really help him excel.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Reba's a storyteller, and if you're not telling the story, and you're in front of Miss Reba McEntire, the Queen, you better.
Yeah, she's a feeler. Like she needs to feel you on every performance, and I think that William has that ability. I think that's why she turned for him, because she felt him. Yeah, she felt the song that he was singing. She felt his heart, and I think you're right, James. I think that's what she's going to bring out of him, that storyteller.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's going to be one that I'm interested to see what his. I'm interested to see what his song lineup is. Like what he asks for, because he is so young. Like, is he going to ask for a lot of new stuff, or because I think I hear a retro sound.
Yeah, I could hear that too. Yeah,
in his voice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting choice. I think she is going to accentuate or bring out what needs to really be brought out.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay, who is next?
So next up, we had Alyssa Crosby. She's 32 years old from Binghamton, New York. And she sang Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette. I always am so interested because Alanis is one of those singers, and her music is one of those is that type of music that can be interpreted any way. You can do a lot with an Alanis song. Yeah. You can deconstruct it, you can reconstruct it, you can do all types of instrumentation with her. That's how incredible that one of the greatest albums of all time was in Jagged Little Pill. So I loved the breakdown arrangement of this song. I don't think I've heard a bad arrangement of this song. Like I'm talking about arrangement. We're talking arrangement.
No, I don't think that you can arrange the song badly because it's that brilliant of a song.
It really is. I said it was a great voice. I felt, and this isn't really a slight, but I just wanted her to be careful. I felt I heard a little pageantry in her voice. A little bit, just a little bit, Alyssa. And thank you, Alyssa, for being friends of the show. I want to hear, Alyssa, I want to hear you sing country. Like I hear, like, and I'm talking about pop country, Alyssa, because I think like Carrie Underwood stuff, Leanne Rimes, that type of music.
Lady A.
I couldn't remember their name. Chicks. I want to hear that stuff from you, because I don't know why I heard country, and I heard an incredible country singer in your voice. So I'm really interested to see, with a little foreshadowing, what your coach does as far as helping you your song choices, right?
Right.
I really, really, I heard a little bit of riffing in her voice too.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know which people riff in country.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they do.
So very awesome song selection. I think that if you keep selecting songs like the song you selected and with your voice, I think you're gonna have a nice run in this competition, a really nice run. And yeah, I want to hear you sing a little country. Wonder what's coming down the pike for you.
Yeah. Look, on the team that she's on, it could very well happen. So
yeah, can't wait.
This was an interesting one for me because I love this song, and yet with Alanis, I tend to be a purist when it comes to her.
Definitely.
You know,
she's one of those artists you are very much a purist.
I'm a stickler for.
You're like, where's the yodel?
Right. So true.
Well, come down to.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. It was interesting though, because I felt like this was Jagged Little Pill, like on Broadway. Like I felt theater. Like I felt like
I felt pageantry, right?
Yes, it felt like
maybe that's why. Like maybe that's why I heard pageantry. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the version that I think that I might hear in the theater.
I'm with you
on Broadway. But here's the conundrum that I have is that I walked away knowing one thing and questioning one thing. The one thing I knew is that Alyssa has an incredible voice. That's the one thing I walked away with. Like the instrument is undeniable.
Undeniable.
The question that I had though was what her lane was, because the way she was singing and the song choice didn't mesh for me. So I just didn't know what she wants to sing, which way she wants to go, what lane she wants to go down. So I will be very interested in seeing in the next round what she might sing. And that's sort of a conundrum too, because you're paired with somebody else. So it's not an automatic
fit of each other, right?
Yeah, it's not an automatic fit that the song choice will pair well just for you. It has to blend well with you and your teammate. But I hope that we see Alyssa enough in further rounds so that we can see more of her individually, so we can really get a sense of who she is as an artist, because that's what I walked away not knowing who she was as an artist. But I did walk away saying she's got a bad A voice, awesome voice. Yeah.
It's funny because I feel like you and I are saying the same thing, but in different ways.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, I could hear her do this. I could hear her. Stephanie saying, well, yeah, I could hear it because she's got a voice, but I'm trying to figure out where I can hear her, right?
That's right. Exactly.
So we can't wait. We can't wait, Alyssa. You're one of the ones like we can't wait to hear you sing other stuff.
Yes.
To figure out, and you may not. You could be genre shifting. We don't know.
Come with that too. I'm all for that.
Right.
I'm all for that.
Because y'all know today, you got to be able to sing a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. That's true.
You got to be able to sing. Just ask artists like Pink. Pink can sing anything.
Any and everything. Yes.
She can sing down. She will sing down most R&B singers. She'll sing down. Yes. And she'll sing down most rock singers too.
There you go.
So, yeah. Awesome. Awesome, Alyssa. Can't wait to hear more. Who did she go? Well, it's either one or the other.
Yes, it is.
You kind of gave it away, but who did she wind up going with, Steph?
She went with the Queen, Reba.
The Queen. That's another big pickup for her.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Another big pickup.
Mm-hmm.
And I think between Alyssa and William, I think she is the diversity of sound that Reba's getting this season's pretty spectacular.
Absolutely.
Okay, who do we have as our next contestant that made it through?
So next up was RLETTO, 27 years old, originally from Orlando, Florida, but now he's living in LA. He sang Golden Hour by Jake.
What a song to look, RLETTO, I gotta tip my hat that you chose such an ambitious song for your audition. That is a huge song.
Huge song.
Huge song. And it's yet we have y'all Berklee School of Music be turning out some singers and be taking in some singers, because I know that's where Parajita and Kike, her boyfriend, are at. Hey y'all. RLETTO, first of all, you can sing. No, you can sing. I said, but you have a good enough voice, young man, where you don't need to do all that. You don't need to do everything that you did, because you can sing.
Yeah.
Like, you can sing. I said, good voice. I said, no, not just good voice. I said, I hear a great voice in RLETTO. I think it's really good for who you picked. I don't want to give it away yet, because I think the person that you picked, hint, hint, is an incredible producer of now sounds.
Yes.
As far as singers.
Yes.
And instrumentation. I mean, we saw, well, I'll never forget when they did Sing Drum. What was the name?
Yes.
I mean, Stephanie and I, that lives, that rent-free.
Rent-free,
Forever.
right here.
Forever.
Right
Forever.
here.
So I see someone like RLETTO on that track hollering the way that group hollered on the same drug.
Yes.
So with that, watch that you're not doing too much, RLETTO, because you don't need to do too much, sir. You really don't, because you're that good of a singer. And watch your tempos. Come on, you were in Berklee School of Music. You know how stickler they are in music school about your tempos. I felt like tempos were off a little bit in the beginning, but I have a strange and strong feeling that RLETTO is going to more than make up for it in the battles.
Yeah. I re-listened to this a couple of times because the first time, to be honest, I was thrown off from the beginning. It's such a weird entry point to try to enter into the song. I kind of liken it to
rhythms, right, Steph?
I liken it to double dutch. It's like you have to find where to get in, and there's only one. You only got one shot. You only have one shot, right?
Yeah.
So what I was trying to figure out, what I was trying to figure out, and I still don't have a solid answer as to whether he was actually off of the beat or whether he entered in on a beat that was different than what I'm used to. And the thing about that is that with a song this popular, you're used to hearing it one way. So if it's done a different way, then it can throw you off and make you think that something is wrong, where it might not necessarily be wrong. It might just be different. But to our ear, it's wrong, unfortunately, because it's not the way we're used to. And it's such a nuanced beginning, the way that the original is. And I felt like this instrumentation was slightly different. So it's tough when it's not done. A song like this that is so nuanced, so finessed, is done in a different way. I think RLETTO has an incredible, incredible voice. This song, though, I already used this word, but I think it's a good word for this song. This song needs finesse. And I felt like there was a power that RLETTO had and chose to do in this song. He chose to kind of power through this song. Yes. And I think that it would have been a bit, I don't want to say better, but I think that it might have gone over a bit better if there was a little bit more finesse and a little less power. I can understand him trying to show multiple sides of his voice and trying to show power, especially in like a minute something audition. You know, you're trying to show the best of yourself. But I also felt like there were some points where I felt like the breath support wasn't there either. However, again, I walked away feeling like, yo, this dude has a really, really incredible instrument.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, he's a wedding singer. Like he did weddings week after week after week. You're no slouch if that's what you're doing week after week after week. You know what I mean? You are a singer.
He was a scholarship student in Berkeley.
And a scholarship student. So I know he can sing. And I heard that. I will just be really excited to hear something else.
Yeah.
Where his voice and the power and the holleration that I feel like he has can really shine through. Mm-hmm. So I think that his coach is going to do a really great job of finding song choices for him that maximize the special qualities that I heard in his voice. Because it's special.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was great. And he wound up choosing
Chance.
Right? Yeah. I think it's a one-chair turn.
I think so. Yeah.
But I think the person that turned was the right person to turn.
That was the right chair. Absolutely.
Capitalize on his, like you said, his special vocal qualities.
Yeah. Oh. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Agree. All right. So our next contestant was our quick clip, our short clip. Didn't hear too much, but
no, I'm kind of like low-key mad at this one, and I'll tell you why. I felt like they did Bri a disservice, to be honest with you, because number one, it was a quick clip. Number two, the things that, and I'll just reveal, Chance was the only chair that turned for her. And what he said was that he could tell that she had a really good voice. But it alluded to the fact that it wasn't the strongest audition. Mm-hmm. There had to have been a reason for him to turn, right? And he heard a good voice in Bri. What I'm mad at the voice for is that we only got this much. So with this much that we heard, we didn't get to hear all of what Chance got to hear. So we weren't really able to even give a really good, get a good sense of who she is as a singer. And
I just hope that she's featured.
I hope that she's featured later.
A feature, right? Because
I mean,
hear it.
Yeah.
We're here for it. We're here for it.
Yeah. She sang I'm With You, which is my jam by Avril Lavigne. I'm looking for, there's not a lot to say, but I just didn't appreciate the fact that it wasn't like quick clip because she was awesome. You know, it was like quick clip. She's got a good voice. There might have been, and Chance even said there might have been some pitch issues and some things, but I think she's got a really great voice. I can't wait to see more of Bri because I know she's got to be a great singer. Chance heard it.
NBC Voice, why you got to go and make things so complicated?
Right. Come on. I love it. Excellent, James. Excellent.
If we're talking about Avril Lavigne.
If we're talking about Avril. Yes. Yeah. I love that.
I don't like
That's
that.
Great. I don't like that.
I know y'all. I know you're running out of time. You're working on borrowed time, but I need to hear all of our singers.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking of these are human beings. These are people that are waiting. They're at home right now. Just so y'all know, these people are at home right now having viewing parties, and they don't know what the final edits.
Secrecy.
Yeah, they don't know what the final edits of these shows are going to be like.
Until they watch them.
Until they watch them. And I wish that they would have represented her a little bit better than that, Right. But hopefully they will redeem themselves in the coming rounds. And I can't wait to see it, Bri.
Yeah. So we'll be looking for you.
We'll be looking for you. Absolutely.
Okay. So our final performance of the night was also the leak. For some reason, Stephanie, I am not listening to the leaks this season, and you are. So brava for that. Thank you. We are the Picture Podcast. We are a duo. So half of this duo is being irresponsible, and half of this duo is being responsible.
No, half of this duo got a job outside of the home. a busy schedule.
Yes.
Listen, we just happy you making it to the podcast, bro.
Hey.
Listen.
Hey, I'm here.
Yes, you are showing up every time. Every time I need you, you're here.
Yes, I'm here. All right. So, okay, because we got some things to discuss because I'm entranced.
Yes,
I'm entranced.
Yes, he is.
So, Stephanie, who do we have?
Last up, we had Mafe, 22 years old, Miami, Florida, by way of Venezuela, and she sang Bésame, Bésame Mucho by Los Panchos, I believe.
Los Panchos. All right. Mafe. Yeah. Everybody else needs to watch out.
Watch out.
Y'all.
Watch out.
What an opening. Okay?
Ooh.
She brought us in. She didn't even grab us by the collar. She brought us in and then it just exploded.
Mm-hmm.
But I always felt that she was always in control. Even at her most, because the voice it's huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge voice, but she got Jackie Roar control. Okay. Yes. Like I didn't think anyone could control their voice like Jackie Roar last season could. Mm-hmm. And Mafe's young.
Mm-hmm.
She's 22. Looks even younger than 22.
Yes.
But she's young. I said, what an opening. I said, I love her control. Because Stephanie, what do I always say? I always say, Chris Stapleton School of Singing, just give them a little bit and leave us wanting for more.
Yes.
Give us a little bit.
Yes.
And that's what she did. She occasionally would let out that just tsunami of a voice, but then she'd pull it right back. And that's why I was talking about that control that she has. Mm-hmm. That's why they were going crazy. Y'all, the judges were going bananas over her.
Yeah.
Because she's that incredible of a vocalist. I love how she sings a line. Like she's a really good, her, it's like Stephanie in the dancer analogy where she was singing it. It's like sing through your fingertips, dance all the way to your gnawed off pinky toe, right? So all the way through, all the way through, and you got to sing like that too. And her vocal line was just always exquisite. Mm-hmm. It was just exquisite singing. She is going to be, y'all. She has one of those. She's going to be able to sing all the big stuff.
Come on.
Just get ready. She's going to sing. She's going to be able to sing the big ones, y'all.
That's right.
She's going to be able to do Mariah, Celine, Whit. Christina.
It's a big shoes.
She's going to be able to do Kelly. She's going to be able to do. Just get ready.
Just get ready.
Just get ready. And if I know this young lady, and I don't know you, Mafe, but if I do know her, she's going to throw in a little Spanish. She's going to go in and out of the genres.
Yes.
And make it bilingual. Yes. You got to. That type of voice.
Yes.
And obviously, English is your second language, which you speak beautifully. Mm-hmm. But Spanish is your first. Voice producers, y'all got to let her do it. Y'all got to let her do the big stuff.
Absolutely.
What's the name of Christina's Spanish album? Me something. I forget.
Oh, I don't remember.
But Christina did a Spanish album.
No, yes, she did.
After she blew up.
Yes, she did.
And
yes, she did.
And it was she did Spanish retakes of a lot of her songs.
Yes,
it was fire.
It's beautiful.
It was fire. So I can't wait, Mafe. I really can't wait. Oh my! I can only imagine what's coming down the pike for this singer.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be crazy. In the battle, man, y'all better pair her up with somebody who can hang because she has a voice that can maul you over.
Yeah.
But she can also pull it back when she needs to, and I love it. Stephanie?
Yeah. this song was so, well, this performance, I should say, this performance was so cool to me because there was so much that she was able to pack in to this one performance without it sounding messy.
Yes.
Right? So like the finesse
flawless
of it all.
Execution, right?
Yes, flawless execution, the finesse of it all, the power of it all, but the whisper of it all, the lightness of it all, the holler of, like, there was just like so much. It just created.
Stop Devixing us, please.
Right. Like she created an atmosphere. And that's so hard to do within like the minute and change that they have for these auditions.
That's stuff that people like only Kim Cruz would do.
Absolutely. Like I felt like she literally had the coaches in the palm of her hand.
Perfect.
You know, like that's
observation.
It was just, they were entranced by her, and they were entranced by her vocally. Like you turn around and you get to see the full of the performance.
How many pops do we hear? Like,
yeah.
I'm talking about, like, did she even get through a line, Stephanie?
I don't know.
Some of them were like pop.
Exactly. Because it was that powerful.
Yeah, crazy.
That quickly. And I feel like they would have been just as entranced and engaged in the performance, even if they had their eyes closed and they couldn't watch her. That's how powerful her voice was. It was really stunning to watch. It was really, really stunning to watch. I cannot wait to see more of her. I cannot wait. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Save the best for last.
Oh yeah,
the voice.
Oh, yeah.
First and last. The bookends.
Yeah, really special voice.
Start us off and bring us home.
That's right.
I tell you.
That's right.
So, I had a feeling who she was going to pick, but she could have gone with anyone.
She could have gone with anyone. This was a very interesting coaches discussion session because we saw something that we have never seen before. One coach. And they all turned, just to be clear, because we've seen coaches recommend another coach for a contestant. We've never seen a 4-chair turn and pretty much one coach take themselves out and say, I think that you're best suited to this coach for a variety of reasons. So Chance basically took himself out and said, you know what? I think John would be a really great coach for you, which for multiple reasons. Absolutely.
Interesting. We don't know the order these people sing.
Right.
And a lot of this is strategy. This is a game show. This is a reality competition show. Mm-hmm. A lot of this is strategy. We don't know the order that they sing. And I was thinking about this last night, Stephanie. I was like, I think Chance did that because Chance wants more room. Like Chance wants John to get full. I think he wants John to get full.
Oh, that's a very interesting thought because I was trying to think of what the strategy was because Chance alluded to the fact that I'm playing a long game, but I couldn't see what it was. That could be it, James. That's good.
He wants John to get full.
What?
Inspector James is on it.
That's
and
good.
That's what I think. I think because at this point it's about, because eventually if you hit it too many times and too many people choose you, you're full. You're done.
Full. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I think he wants John to get full. I think that and this is a calculated risk, Stephanie, because I think that Chance. Again, I don't know what order this was done, but and we'll never know what order it was done. Mm-hmm. But I think Chance is taking a calculated risk to say, I think I have a singer. I think another singer is going to come through this season that can challenge Mafe.
Yes.
That can be on my team.
Yeah. That's that's a good thought. That's really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
So, to her recommendation, probably, no, by the way she did it, she was like, John, I think she had John picked from like before she even stepped out there because
probably
enthusiastically said his name.
Yes. So welcome to Team Legend.
Did you see like John? I've never seen John give that type of affection. Like,
oh yeah,
it was very daughter.
Yes.
Sister on the cheek.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen John kiss anyone.
It felt like respect. It felt like admiration and respect for what she did.
Like I'm gonna bring you truly up under my wing, right?
And also an ode to her culture. Like I feel like her culture is very affectionate. So I feel like that was it as well. Oh my gosh, her parents. Did you watching them in the back was so beautiful. Thinking about their story and what they've come from. Yeah. And where they see their daughter.
I'm a veterinarian.
And I work construction.
And I had to go to construction.
That's right.
Get it together, America. As many vets as they need down there. Yeah. In South Florida.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
Get it together. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yes.
What a way to end the week, Stephanie.
Absolutely.
Such a high note.
Yes.
All right, Stephanie. Yeah. So Pitchy Podcast, we got some really just stay tuned is all I got to say. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yes.
We got some really special things coming down really shortly.
Yes.
So thank you all for another wonderful week. I'm sure we have another week of blinds ahead.
Yes, I'm sure we do. Yep.
So here we go. But like I said, get me to the battles.
Yes.
Get me.
Yes. Now that is where the rubber meets the road.
Battles.
Yes.
Because we're going to be talking about some things this season.
Oh, yeah.
Like we did last season.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I feel it.
All right, Stephanie, tell the pitchers what they need to hear.
All right, so don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Pitchy Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you can be the first to know when we drop a new episode. And also check us out on YouTube. Search for The Pitchy Podcast and hit that subscribe button so you know when we drop a new video. And last, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Pitchy Podcast for new episode alerts, episode clips, and so much more.
All right, you all. Looking forward to that early release on Friday.
Oh, yes.
For next week. And
you gonna watch it? You gonna watch it?
I'm thinking about it. Oh, but I got a gig this weekend. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna try. All right, everybody. Until we see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.